Hi everyone, Monisha here. In this video, I will be completing exercise 4.2, that is from question 1 to question 8. A total of 16 questions is there in this exercise. So I will be completing first 8 questions. So let us start the session. Please watch till the end because determinants is one of the important chapter in your board exam. So let us start. Moving on to the first question of exercise 4.2. The question 1 is, using the property of determinants. We have to use the property of determinants and without expanding, prove that. So this determinant x, y, z, a, b, c, x plus a, y plus b, z plus c. So this is 0. We have to prove that this determinant is equal to 0. Okay. So let us write the question once again. X, y, z, a, b, c, x plus a, y plus b, and z plus c. Okay, so first what I will do is, so I'll be adding, this is column 1, column 2 and column 3. Okay, so this is row 1, row 2 and row 3. So row 1, row 2, row 3, column 1, column 2, column 3. Okay, so first I will be adding column 1 plus column 2, then I will be placing it in column 1 itself. Okay, I will be adding column 1 plus column 2 and then I will be placing the final sum in the column 1 section itself. Okay, so column 1 plus column 2, x plus a. So x plus a, next is y plus b, next is z plus c. Okay, column 1 plus column 2, x plus a, y plus b, z plus c. So after adding, I have to write it in the column 1 position itself. So that is the way of writing it. So you have to write apply C1 plus C2 and write it at C1 itself. In column 1 itself, we have to write it. Okay. So x plus a, y plus b, z plus c. Column 2, we have to write it as it is. That is a, b, c. Next, column 3, we have to write it as it is. X plus a, y plus b, and z plus c. Okay. So in determinants, there is a property called proportionality or a repetition property. Okay. So by proportionality or repetition, so repetition property, because in the question itself they have given according to the property itself we have to solve the problem. Okay, using the property we have to solve the problem. So by proportionality or repetition, what is proportionality or repetition property means, if any column or any row repeats all the elements. Okay, if any column is same as that of another column, or if any row is same as that of another row, then those determinant is equal to 0. Okay, that is proportionality or repetition property. Okay, if any row is equal to another row or any column is equal to another column, then the whole determinant will be equal to 0. So here you can see column 1 and column 3 is same, identical, right? So since column 1 and column 3 are identical, so by proportionality repetition property, so this determinant x plus a, y plus b, z plus c, a, b, c, x plus a, y plus b, and z plus c. So since C1 and C3 are identical by proportionality repetition property, so this determinant will be equal to 0. So you can write it as hence proved. So this is according to the property, because in the property of proportionality or repetition they have given, if any row, if the elements of any row or the elements of any column are equal, then the whole determinant is equal to 0. I hope you understood this. Moving on to the second question. In the same way, we have to do the second one also as per the previous one we have did. Okay, here a determinant has been given. We need to prove this determinant is equal to 0. Okay, so for this what I will apply is, for R1, that is row 1, I will do a small modification like R1 plus R2. Okay, I am applying this rule to R1, row 1. So row 1 is equal to row 1 plus row 2. Okay, so row 1 is A minus B plus B minus C. Here B minus C plus C minus A. You have to be careful because I am adding row 1 and row 2. Okay, this is row 1 row 2, row 3, and this is column 1, column 2, and this is column 3. Okay, so B plus C plus C plus A and C minus A plus A minus B. Okay, and rest all the elements you have to write as it is. Only for first row I will be taking some changes there. So next, B minus C, C minus A minus B, C minus A minus B, and B minus C. So in this determinant, what happens is plus A minus B plus C minus C and plus A minus A cancels. So remaining is A minus C, B minus A, C minus B, B minus C, C minus A minus B, and C minus A minus B, and B minus C. There is a slight variation between the first row and the third row, because in first row it is A minus C, here it is C minus A, here B minus A, and here it is A minus B. So one interchangeable thing we can do so that to make both the rows equal. Okay. So what I will do is I will be taking minus common from the third row, and rest two rows I will be writing as it is. So first row A minus C, B minus A, and C minus B. Second row B minus C, C minus A, and A minus B. Last row I will be taking out the minus sign. So when I take out minus, it will become minus into plus, minus C, and minus into minus plus A. Okay. So when I take out minus, it will become, the minus will become plus and the plus will become minus. Here also minus B minus A, and here minus C minus B. So this is the interchange we have to do here. So after that, so there is a minus sign here. I will be taking minus sign outside the determinant. So minus, so it will become A minus C, B minus A, and C minus B. So next is B minus C, C minus A, and A minus B. So next since I have taken minus outside, it will become A minus C, B minus A, and C minus B. So now the row 1. So this is row 1 and this is row 3. Okay. So now row 1 and row 3 are exactly identical. A minus C, B minus A, and C minus B. So by proportionality property. So by proportionality or repetition property, so repetition property says that if any column or any row, any two column or any two rows are identical to each other, then those determinant is equal to 0. Okay, here two rows are equal. So R1 is equal to R3. Okay, if two rows are equal, then this determinant will be equal to 0. A minus B, B minus A, C minus A, B minus A, and C minus B, A minus B, and C minus B. So because of this property, this determinant will be equal to 0. Then write down, hence prove. So I hope you understood this. For solving this problem, you have to know all the properties by hearted. Otherwise, you can't understand in which line you have to apply which property. Okay. Moving on to the third question. The third question also, we have to prove that this determinant is equal to 0. We have to make slight changes here. That is 2, 3, 5. First and second column write as it is. So once again, I am not writing the question. I will be directly going to the solution section. So 2, 3, 5 and 7, 8, 9 write as it is. So next in 65, 75 and 86, just you have to make some alteration. You know that 65 is also equal to 63 plus 2. 63 plus 2 is 65. Next, 75 is also equal to 72 plus 3. So 65 is equal to 63 plus 2. 75 is equal to 72 plus 3. And 86 is equal to 81 plus 5. Right? Just you have to make some difference here. Okay, you have to make a sum of this one, this number, this column. Okay, instead of 65, you have to write 63 plus 2. 63 plus 2 is 65. Next, 72 plus 3 is 75. 81 plus 5 is 86. So next we have to split it into two different determinants. So first and second column you have to write as it is. Okay. In the third column, I will be writing the first one here, that is 63, 72, 81. So this will be first section, plus if this type of questions or arises, if this type of question arises here, then we can split it into two parts. Okay. In first determinant, we can write half of it, and in the another determinant, we can write another half of it. Okay. So that is 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9. In first section, we have written 63, 72, 81. In the next section, we have to write the 2, 3 and 5 here. The another section of it. Okay. So next, by this we can notice that 2, 3, 5 and 2, 3, 5. That is row 1 and row 3 are identical. Okay. Here, row 1 and row 3 are identical. If two columns are identical, then by proportionality or repetition property, so this whole determinant will become 0, right? So this determinant will stays as it is. 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 63, 72 and 81 stays as it is, but the second determinant becomes 0 because two columns, C1 and C3. Okay. C1 and C3. The column 1 and column 3 are identical. Okay. So this whole determinant becomes 0. Here next, but we have to prove that the whole determinant is equal to 0. So that we have to bring some more changes in this. So that is 2, 3, 5 and 7, 8, 9 write as it is. So instead of 63, I will be writing 9 7s are 63, 72 is 9 8s are 72 and 81 is 9 9s are 81. Okay, plus 0 just goes out. Next, 9 is common in all the row. If 9 is common, then I will take 9 outside as a common number. Remaining 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9. When I took 9 common here, what is remaining? 7, 8, 9. Here C2 and C3. Column 2 and column 3 are identical. So by proportionality theorem, what happens? If two rows or two columns are identical, then the entire determinant will become 0. That is 9 into 0. 9 into 0 is equal to 0 itself. So you write down hence proved. So I hope you understood this. This is the method of doing the problem. Okay. So just you have to prove it as 0 so that you can bring any changes in it. So here 65, this number, the third column has been separated. Okay. So after that you split it into two different determinants. So after that one determinant you proved it as 0 and bring some more changes in that and prove that whole determinant is also equal to 0. Okay. I hope you understood. Moving on to the fourth question. Here also in the same method we have to do the problem. So by using the determinant property, we have to solve it. Here we need to prove the whole determinant is equal to 0. Okay. So I'll be writing the question once again. 1, 1, 1, BC, CA, AB, A into B plus C, B into C plus A, and C into A plus B. So this is the determinant given, whereas this is row 1, row 2 and row 3. This is column 1, column 2 and column 3. So first I will be multiplying this third column. Okay. So 1, 1, 1, BC, CA and AB. Here I will be multiplying A with the elements which are inside the bracket. So AB plus AC, BC plus BA, CA plus CB. Okay. So now column 1, column 2 and column 3. So after multiplying this, I will add the third column. Okay, third column with the second one, that is C3. The third column I will be changing it to C3 plus C2. Okay, along with the third column I will be adding the third column with the second one. Okay, and I will be writing it in the third column itself. This shows that C3. So C3 column is equal to C3 plus C2. Okay. So the first one and second one you have to write as it is, column 1 and column 2. Only the column 3 you have to change, CA and AB. Okay. So now only column 3 you have to change. First one AB plus AC, write as it is. Okay. AB plus AC plus BC. Plus BC. Second one BC plus BA plus CA. So next one CA plus CB plus AB. You can notice here all the 3 rows in the third column is same. It is AB, BC, AC. Again AB, BA is also equal to AB. AB, BC, AC. Again AB, BC and AC. So in determinant property, there is one property which says that if two columns are proportional, not identical, proportional. Proportional means each and every element in the column is same. Here two columns are identical, proportional. 1, 1, 1 in C2 column, in C1 column, and AB plus BC plus AC in C3 column. Okay. So by the property of proportionality, it says that if two columns have same elements, then this determinant is equal to 0. Okay. Then what it will become? 1, 1, 1 BC, CA, AB, AB plus AC plus BC, and BC plus BA plus CA, and CA plus CB plus AB. Okay. So this determinant is equal to 0 according to the proportionality property. I hope you understood this. Moving on to the fifth question. The fifth question is little bit tricky, but you have to be concentrated when writing this. Okay. So this is the question. We have to prove this determinant to this one. So we have to prove this LHS is equal to RHS. Okay. So let us take this as delta. So this is, I'm moving to the solution part. So here this is determinant, and this determinant is given by a symbol. This is determinant, or it is said to be a delta. Okay. DELTA. Delta or determinant. Okay. So delta is equal to, I'll be writing the same question, B plus C, C plus A plus B. Next is Q plus R plus P, and P plus Q, Y plus Z, Z plus X, and X plus Y. Okay. So this is the delta. Delta is discriminant. So where we in this determinant we have to change this determinant into this form. Okay. In starting, I will be splitting only the row 3. So this is row 3. I will be changing this, is splitting into the 2 determinant. Okay. So let us do it. B plus C, Q plus R, Y plus Z, write as it is. Second row also write as it is. C plus A, R plus P, Z plus X. So write this as it is. Only the third row you have to split. In the first case, you have to take A, P and X. Okay. In the first determinant, you have to take A, P, X. Since I am splitting only the third row, in the next case, write everything. B plus C, first and second row, you have to write all the elements of first and second row. C plus A, R plus P and Z plus X. Whereas in the only the third row, since I have written the first element of the third row, you have to write the second element again in the second splitting determinant. Okay, that is B, Q and Y. So first I have splitted it. Okay. So after that, so since the whole question is delta, so this can be taken as delta 1 plus delta 2. Okay. So let this be delta 1 and let this be delta 2. So let this be equation number 1. So after this, you have to solve each and everything separately, delta 1 and delta 2. Okay. First one, I will be taking delta 1. I will be writing answer from here itself. So first I will be taking delta 1. You know that delta 1 is this determinant, that is B plus C, Q plus R, Y plus Z, and C plus A, R plus P, Z plus X, and A, P, X. Okay. So next what I will do is, first I will be applying a form, apply, that is R2. I will be taking R2. Row 2 is equal to, that is R2 minus R3. I will be taking this solution or this solvation into only R2. Okay, R2 to R2 minus R3. I have to change this R2 into R2 minus R3. Okay, so delta 1 is first row, write as it is, B plus C, Q plus R, and Y plus Z you write as it is. Only the second row you have to change it as R2 is equal to R2 minus R3. That is C plus A minus A. R2 minus R3. Here R plus P minus P. And here Z plus X minus X. Okay. So R2, the row R2 is equal to R2 minus R3 because R3 is APX. Okay. So when you are subtracting it, you will get plus A minus A plus P minus P plus X minus X will get cancels. So the remaining will be B plus C, Q plus R, Y plus Z. Next here remaining C, R, Z and A, P, X. Okay. So after the first solvation, you got this determinant. So after first you have done R2 to R2 minus R3. In the second, you have to change the R1. Okay. Apply R1. So R1, I am changing it to R1 minus R2. Okay. I have changed the second row here, that is R2 to R2 minus R3. First row also I have to change because I have to take it into a single element, not the double terms. Okay. So R1 is equal to R1 minus R2. I have to do it here. Okay. So it will become B plus C minus C. R1 to R1 minus R2. So here Q plus R minus R and here Y plus Z minus Z. Okay. Write all other elements as it is. A, P, X. So here what happens? This plus C minus C plus R minus R plus Z minus Z, Z cancels. Okay. So let us continue it. Let us continue the fifth question. So after subtracting, we got B, Q, Y, C, R, Z and A, P, X. So next one more solvation you have to do here, that is apply R1. This shows interchange. Okay, this shows double arrow mark shows interchange and single arrow mark shows only this has to interchange. Okay, so here it is interchange R1 to R3 and R2 to R3. So these are the two interchange we have to do. First I will be changing R1 to R3. So this will shift here. So this will shift here and this APX will come to the upper portion. So one thing you have to keep it in mind, whenever you are interchanging two rows or two columns, you have to add one more thing, that is a minus 1. Since we are interchanging two times, okay, if you are interchanging only one row with the other, only one time you are interchanging, you have to place minus 1. If you are interchanging two times, you have to place minus 1 into minus 1, that is minus 1 whole square. Okay, in the first case what you had did, so first one you will interchange here. Okay, R1 to R3. So BQY will come here and APX will come here. Okay, APX will come in the first position. So when APX come to the first position, BQY will come to the last position. But here one more thing we have to do. We have to convert R2 to R3. Okay, I will do it twice. That is CRZ write as it is and BQY came here. Okay, but we have to do the interchange two times. Okay, APX to BQY we have changed. Again CRZ to R2 to R3. R2 and R3 we have to interchange. Here also we have to interchange. Okay, so here only one time you have to put minus 1 because only one time we have did it. The two rows interchange should be done simultaneously, not step by step. Simultaneously you can do that. Okay, so here minus 1 whole square. So now APX will be there as it is because only one time we have changed it, and here the CRZ and BQY also interchanges. So BQY here and CRZ moves to the last position. Okay, now minus 1 whole square. What is minus 1 whole square? Minus 1 whole square is 1 because minus 1 into minus 1, minus minus get cancels. 1 ones are 1. So 1 into APX, BQY and CRZ. Okay, let this be equation 2. So this is the solution for the delta 1 section. Now what you have to do, you have to right? Delta 2. The same solvation you have to do for delta 2 also. So I'll be writing delta 2 here. That is b plus c, q plus r, y plus z, and c plus a, r plus p, and z plus x. Next is b, q, and y. So this is delta 2. Since we have split the whole delta into two forms, one is delta 1 and delta 2. Delta 1 we have already solved it. We have reduced it into a form of a determinant. Whereas delta 2 also we have to do in the same method. Okay. So delta 2 is b plus c, q plus r, y plus z, c plus a, r plus p, z plus x, b, q, y. So here first I will apply R1. I have to change R1 to R1 minus R3. Okay, first we need to change R1 to R1 minus R3. Okay, so B plus C minus B, because I am subtracting 1 with 3. So here Q plus R minus Q and Y plus Z minus Y. Second row we have to write as it is, C plus A, R plus P, and Z plus X. And this last row also we have to write as it is, B, Q, Y. Okay, so now plus B minus B plus Q minus Q plus Y minus Y cancels each other. Remaining will be C, C plus A, B, R, R plus P, Q, and Z, Z plus X, and Y. Now clearly you can understand what you have to do next. You have to reduce this. So R2 you can change R2 minus R1, right? So apply, because everything you have to reduce into a single element. Okay, so apply R2. You have to interchange R2 such that R2 minus R1 you have to do. So first row you write as it is. Second row C plus A minus C, R2 minus R1. Okay, next R plus P minus R, then Z plus X minus Z. Okay, the third row you write as it is, B, Q, Y. Fine. Here plus C minus C plus R minus R plus Z minus Z gets cancels. Remaining C, R, Z, A, P, X, and B, Q, Y. Okay. So what you have to do here? So you have to make it in a form exactly like this. So APX in the first row, you have to interchange APX by CRZ. So APX will come here and CRZ will come here. Next you have to interchange this CRZ to BQY. Okay. So first you have to interchange R1 to R2, then R2 to R3. Okay. R1 to R2 and R2 to R3. Okay. Let us continue it. Let us continue the fifth question again. So here delta 2 we obtained CRZ, APX, and BQA. Again we have to do some interchange so that we have to get delta 2 and delta 1 equal to each other, identical to each other. Okay. So here what I will do is, first I have already told you, when you are interchanging a row you have to multiply with minus 1 also. Okay. But here two times we are interchanging. First R1 to R2 we are interchanging. Okay. So first R1 to R2. So APX is R2 will come here and CRZ will come here, BQY as it is. Okay. You need to do it in one shot itself. Okay. You should not take another row, because minus 1 square will come. So here what will happen? Minus 1 square. R1 to R2 I have interchanged. Next R2 to R3 I need to interchange. APX, BQY, and CRZ. Okay, so next delta 2 will become minus 1 square is 1 into A, P, X, B, Q, Y, and CRZ. So this is delta 2. Let this be equation number 3. So we got equation 1, equation 2, and equation 3. So next what we have to do? From 1, 2, and 3. We know that from 1, 2, and 3, delta is equal to delta 1 plus delta 2. So this is equation 1. Whereas delta 1, we got the value for delta 1, which is equal to APX, BQY, and CRZ. This is delta 1. Again the same thing for delta 2 also. APX, BQY and CRZ. Okay, since both the determinants are same and both are summing up here 2 times, then it will become delta is equal to 2 into, because 2 times, 1 here also 1 is there, here also 1 plus 1, 2 into APX, BQY and CRZ. So this is what we need to prove. CRZ. Okay, so LHS is equal to RHS. So hence proved. I hope you understood this. You have to go in step-by-step procedure slowly, else maybe your answer may go wrong. Okay, you have to do every step slowly. I hope you understood. So moving on to the 6th question. Here we have to show that this determinant is equal to 0. Okay, see here there are 8 properties of determinant. You can convert determinant into any form so that you can prove it as 0. Okay, either we can do any 2 column or any 2 row or column as equal, so that we can take that proportionality determinant property and we can say it is 0, or else we can do 2 consecutive rows or columns as equal elements, 1 1 1 or 2 2 2, like equal elements we can do it, so that we can again claim it as a one of the property and make it as 0. Okay, it's in our hand to interchange any of the factors to complete it into a prove that form. Okay, here what I will do is, the determinant is, the given question is O, that is 0 A minus B, minus A 0 minus C, B C 0. So we can make any 2 rows or any 2 columns as equal, so that we can claim that proportionality determinant property. Okay, so first what I will do is, I will change that R1 to C into R1. So one of the alphabet I will be multiplying into it, C into R1. For this same R1 I will be multiplying a C. Okay, so what it will become, 0 into C, A into C and minus B into C. And rest of the elements you have to write as it is. Second and a third row you have to write as it is without any interchanging of it. Okay, because I have changed only R1 to CR1. Okay, same R1, each and every element of R1, you have to multiply each and every element of R1 into C. That is 0 into C, A into C, minus B into C, and rest of the elements you have to write as it is. So what it will become, 0 into any number will be 0 itself. A into C is AC, minus B into C is minus BC, and rest of the things again write as it is. Minus A, 0, minus C, B, C and 0. Okay, so this was the first interchange I have done. Okay, first solvation thing. So next what I will do is, I will be applying R1 to R1 minus BR2. So again this R1 I will be changing R1 minus B, a letter B will be multiplying with the R2 element. Okay, why? Because I want to make identical rows, one or the second or the first or the third, I want to make an identical row. That's why I am doing this interchange. You can do any interchange so that you can make 2 rows or 2 columns to be equal or identical. Okay, so second case I have taken R1 minus, here R1 is 0, R1 minus B into R2. Okay, so B you write down, R2 is minus A. Again R1 is AC minus, because minus you have to write, B again you have to write, and R2 is 0. Again one more thing, here R1 first you have to write, that is minus BC, because R1 minus, next minus, here B you have to write, and R2 is minus C. Okay, R2 is minus C. So second and the third row you have to write as it is, minus A 0, minus C, B, C 0. So these are the things you have to write once again. Okay, next what will happen, 0, here minus into minus is plus, so 0 plus BA is BA itself. Okay, AB or BA, 0 plus B into A is BA, minus minus cancels. Okay, here B into 0 is 0, anything, any element or any number multiplied by 0 will be 0. So this thing entirely goes, the remaining will be AC. Here minus BC, minus into minus it will become plus, B into C is BC. Here plus BC minus BC cancels. Okay, and all other elements you have to write as it is, BC, that is 0. So what will be remaining? Here in the first portion you will get BA AC and 0, and then here minus A, 0 and minus C, here B, 0, minus C. Okay, this is the thing which are remaining. So now what I will do is, okay, sorry, here, okay, here it is 0. So I will make identical element with this and this. So this one is C. So B, C and 0. The first row and the second row, I will do it as identical. So here it is B, here also it is B. So C and C, 0, 0. So if I want to make this B is equal to B, what I have to take out? I have to take out A from here, right? So I'll be taking 1 by A common from only the first row. So when I take 1 by A common from only the first row, it will become B and A will be common because it will divide it. If I take 1 by A common here, so A will get cancelled. So A will cancel here. Here also C remaining, 0 is there, so we can write as it is. Next minus A, 0 and minus A as it is. Here again B, C, O as it is. So what is first and third row? The first and third row are identical. So by proportionality property of determinant, if two rows or two columns of any determinant, two rows or two columns of any determinant are identical, then the determinant is equal to 0. So 1 by A into 0 is 0. So what we have to prove? The determinant should be equal to 0. So write down, hence proved. I hope you understood that. You can use any method, okay? It is not compulsory like first and the third row should be equal like that. You have to interchange any row, you can interchange any column so that you have to prove this 0 here by keeping into concentration of the properties of the determinants. So properties of the according to the properties of the determinants itself, we have to solve the problem. Okay, I hope you understood. Let us move on to the seventh question. In the seventh question, the determinant has been given. We have to prove the determinant is equal to 4a square b square c square. Okay, so first I will be writing the question: minus a square ab ac ba minus b square bc and ca cb and minus c square. Okay, so next what I will do is, so I will take out, so I'll be taking out a b c from row 1, row 2 and row 3. Okay, so this is row 1, row 2 and row 3. Okay, so I'll be taking out a from row 1, b from row 2 and c from row 3. So it will become, since I have taken ABC, okay, I have taken a from row 1. So a square means 2a will be there, 1a I have taken out, so 1a will be remaining. So a I will be taken out. From first row, I will be taking only a. Okay, letter A I will be taking, the remaining is minus A, B, C. In the second row, I will be taking only B. Okay, here A, minus B and C. In third row, I will be taking out only C. So it will be A, B and minus C. Okay, so this is the first step of doing. Next, I will be taking out, okay, so taking out A, B, C from columns C1, C2 and C3. Now I will be taking out ABC from C1, C2 and C3. That is, from C1 I will be taking out only A, from C2 I will be taking out only B, from C3 I will be taking out only C. So this will become A square, because 2 times I have taken all the 3 letters A square, A, B and C. So A square, B square, C square. In the first column I have taken A, so remaining is minus 1, 1 and 1. In the second row I have taken B, so 1, minus 1 and 1. In the third row I have taken C, so 1, 1, minus 1. So this is remaining here. So next what I will do is, I will apply R2 is equal to R2 plus R1. Okay, so R2 is equal to R2 plus R1, and I will taking simultaneously both the operations I will be doing. So R3 is equal to R3 plus R1. Okay, R2 is equal to R2 plus R1 and R3 is also equal to R3 plus R1. Okay, so what it will become? A square, B square, C square. The first row will be as it is because we have just taken it for the operation itself. We are not interchanging it. but R1 is equal to R1 plus R2. Okay, so here R2 plus R1, R1 is minus 1, here minus 1 plus 1, and here 1 plus 1. Again, R3 is equal to R3 plus R1 itself. So it will become 1 minus 1, 1 plus 1, minus 1 plus 1. So 1 minus 1, 1 plus 1, minus 1 plus 1. Okay, so here remaining will be, see here a square, b square, c square remains as it is. Here 1 minus 1 remains, first row will remain as it is. 1 minus 1 is 0. Minus 1 plus 1 is also 0. 1 plus 1 is 2. Next is 1 minus 1 is 0. 1 plus 1 is 2. And minus 1 plus 1 is 0. Fine. So next what I will do is I will find out the determinant of it. You know how to find out the determinant. So if we are taking first row or first column, after that this row, if I am taking minus 1, then this row, this column will be rejected. Only this operation we have to do, that is multiplication of the diagonal element with the subtraction, right? That is the way of finding out the determinant, right? So I will be doing the determinant part, that is a square, b square, c square. Since I am taking minus 1 I should take outside, into, if I take minus 1, then this row, the adjacent row and adjacent column will delete. Remaining will be 0, 2 and 2, 0. This is the way of finding out the determinant, right? So a square, b square, c square into minus 1. Here we have to multiply the diagonal element. 0 into 0 is 0. Then we do the subtraction. 2 2s are 4. Okay. So next a square, since here it is minus 1. So it will become minus a square, b square, c square into 0 minus 4 is minus 4. Okay. Minus into minus plus. So remaining is 4 a square, b square, c square. You know that what you have to prove? This determinant should be in the form of 4a square, b square, c square. So write it down, hence proved. I hope you understood this. So moving on to the 8th and the last question of this session. So out of 16 in this session, I will be doing only first 8 questions. So here this determinant we have to prove it as equal to this form, that is a minus b, b minus c and c minus e. Okay. So first what I will do is I will be applying, I have written the determinant here, the question. So apply R1, the first row I will be changing into R1 minus R3, and the second row also I will be changing into R2 minus R3. So these are the first thing I will be doing here. Okay. So only R1 and R2 will changes. R3 will remain as it is because we have not changing R3. Only R1 and R2 we are changing. Okay. R1 is equal to R1 minus R3. So 1 minus 1, R1 minus R3. So this is R1, R2 and R3. Okay, R1 is equal to R1 minus R3. So this 1 minus 1 and here A minus C and here A square minus C square. Okay, first one I have changed. Next R2 to R2 minus R3. So 1 minus 1, B minus C and B square minus C square. Here 1, C and C square. Okay, so this will remain as it is. So next what I will do is this 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. A minus C remain as it is. We know that from algebraic identities there is a formula called A square plus B, A square minus B square. So what is A square minus B square? A square minus B square is A plus B into A minus B, right? So this is the algebraic identity. In the same form I will be expanding A square C square and B square C square. Okay, A square instead of B square, here it is C square. So A square minus C square is equal to A plus C, A minus C. So I'll be changing it to A plus C into A minus C. Again here second row 1 minus 1 is 0. B minus C I will write as it is. And here again B plus C, B minus C. B plus C, B minus C, because this also I can interchange in this same formula. So 1 last row write as it is. Next here it is C minus A. We have to prove in the form of this alphabets itself, right? So here it is C minus A, but here it is A minus C. Okay. Next here it is B minus C and here B minus C itself is there. So I will be just interchanging this A minus C to C minus A. Okay. So delta is equal to, this also I will be changing because both we need to change in order to take the common form. Okay, 0. Instead of C minus A, if I take minus common here, minus into minus is plus. So C will become plus C, and A minus into plus is minus. So minus A. Here also minus of this C will come here. So C minus A. Later this A plus C, write as it is. Okay, A plus C there is no need of changing, because in the answer we need to get the C minus A. So just change that one. Okay, B minus C remains B minus C itself. So there is no need of changing the second row. B minus C, write as it is, and here B plus C into B minus C. Last row also you write as it is, 1 C and C square. So next what we have to do is, we need to take out this C minus A and B minus C outside. Okay, so I will be taking C minus A and B minus C. Okay, C minus A from first row and B minus C from second row. When we are taking common, the first common should be always to the row 1 or column 1. The second, whatever we have taken common here, it will apply to second row or second column. Okay, in the first column, I will be taking out C minus A. If I take C minus A, 0 will remain as it is. If C minus A comes here minus is there, minus 1 will be remaining. Here C minus A comes out. So minus of here, this minus remains as it is, and minus of A plus C remains. Okay, in the second row 0, B minus C I have taken out, so 1 will be remaining. Here B minus C comes out, so B plus C will be remaining. Last row, write as it is. Okay, so next I will be expanding it. C minus A, write as it is, and B minus C. Okay, so 0 minus 1, here I will be taking out minus A minus C. I will be multiplying minus into minus. Okay, next 0 1 B plus C, write as it is, and 1 C square. We need to continue this problem. I hope up to here you have understood. Let us continue the 8th question. The 8th question we stopped here. So next I have to take some changes here, so that we need A minus B also. In the first row there is A minus C, here it is B plus C. I need to make any of the one row into A minus B, so that I can take the common here. So that I have taken R1 to R1 plus R2. So when I take R1 to R1 plus R2, so what it will become is R1 to R1 plus R2, right? R1 is 0, R2 is also 0. So 0 plus 0. Here R1 to R1 plus R2, here minus 1 plus 1, and R1 to R1 plus R2, minus A minus C as it is, and plus B plus C, because we are adding it. So minus A minus C plus B plus C, R1 plus R2, and all other rows will remain as it is. Okay, here plus C minus C get cancels. So C minus A and B minus C. So here 0, minus 1 plus 1 is 0. Here minus A and plus B will be remaining. Minus A plus B remaining, and all other elements of the rows we have to retain as it is. So 1 C and C square. Okay. So next, since we have to take A minus B, I will be interchanging it. I have to take minus common. If I take minus common, this will become minus, so that I can take A minus B common here. Right. So C minus A and B minus C, write as it is. Here 0 0. Here I will be taking minus common. So minus into minus will be plus A. Minus into plus will be minus B. Okay. So rest of the things you have to take as it is. B plus C and 1 C and C square. Okay. Since A minus B is here, I can take A minus B common here. So A minus B, B minus C, and C minus A. So the remaining will be 0 0. Since I have taken minus A minus B here, remaining will be minus 1 0 1 B plus C and 1 C C square. Okay. Next I will take the determinant of it. Here remaining is A minus B, B minus C, and C minus A. So if I take determinant, here the first number will be 0. If I take 0, if the adjacent thing goes, means the remaining will be 1 B plus C and C C square. But 0 into any determinant will be equal to 0. So these things will get cancels. Okay. What is remaining here? Okay. So A minus B, B minus C, and C minus A will be remaining. So that is what we need to prove in the first sub question. So question 8 has 2 sub questions. So it is hence proved. The first sub question is proved. Let us move on to the second sub question of question 8. So let us move on to the second sub question of 8th one. Okay, here the second sub question is 1 1 1 a b c and a cube, b cube and c cube. Okay, so first thing I will be doing here is I will be applying a rule for columns here. Okay, here C1, C2, C3, I will applying a rule for column. So that is apply column 1 to column 1 minus column 3. That is C1 I am changing. C1 is 1A A cube. Okay, so C1 I am changing into C1 minus C3 and C2 also I am changing into C2 minus C3. Okay, in the previous problem I have taken rows. In this problem I will be taking column. Row or column, anything you can take. Okay, so the first column I will be changing into C1 minus C3. C3 is 1. Here A minus C and A cube minus C cube. Okay, 1 minus 1. C1 minus C3. Here A minus C, A cube minus C cube. Again C2 also I will be changing into C2 minus C3. Here also 1 minus 1, B minus C and B cube minus C cube. Okay, 1 minus 1, B minus C, B cube minus C cube. The last column will remain as it is. Okay, so here 1 minus 1 is 0, A minus C as it is. Here this is an algebraic identity. So this algebraic identity A cube minus C cube will be expanded in the form A minus C, A square plus AC plus C square. So this is a formula. Okay, you might have known in algebraic identities there is a formula called A cube minus B cube. So A cube minus B cube is A minus B into A square plus AB plus B square. So this is A cube minus B cube. Here in the place of B, here C is written. Okay, so instead of B you can write here C. So A minus C, A square plus AC plus C square. So second column we need to change. 1 minus 1 is 0, B minus C, B cube minus C cube is B minus C, B square plus BC plus C square. Okay, then last column you have to write as it is. So C and C cube. Okay, so after this what you have to do is you need to take the common factor. Here A minus B, B minus C, C minus A. Okay, B minus C in the form of B minus C itself, but here C minus A should be there, but here A minus C is there. First we need to change it into C minus A form. Okay, so 0 0 1 in the first row. Here when I take common of minus it will become C minus A. Here B minus C write as it is and C as it is. Here instead of C minus A minus C I need to take C minus A, and here A square plus AC plus C square as it is. B minus C write as it is and B square. So B square plus BC plus C square in the second column, and here third column C cube. Okay, after this I will be taking out C minus A from first column. Okay, C minus A from first column. Here it is first column, this is second column, and this is third column. So C minus A from first column and B minus C from second column. So that is the common terms I will be going to take. So when I take C minus A, here remaining will be 0. C minus A I have taken. So here minus of A square plus AC plus C square. Okay, here 0, B minus A I have taken common. So here also B minus A, when it comes to common form, B square BC C square. Okay, here 1 C C cube. These are the things which will remain. So next what I have to do is here apply C1. So apply C1 to C1 plus C2. So we need to add C1 to C1 plus C2. I will be adding it. So before adding it, I will be taking out this all the terms from outside of this brackets. Okay, I will be taking all the terms outside of this bracket by multiplying it with minus sign, or else it will be tedious for us to add it. Okay, so C minus A and B minus C, and rest of the things you have to write as it is. 0 0 1 and minus 1, 1, C, everything as it is. Here, just we need to multiply minus with all the terms, minus AC minus C square, okay. Here it also B square plus BC plus C square and C cube. Now we need to apply the rule for this. That is, for column 1, I will be changing it to column 1 plus column 2. Let us continue the problem. So let us continue the sub question. So here we have stopped it in this place, okay. So next what I have applied is apply C1 to this row. I will be changing to C1 plus C2, okay. So this row, this column and this column I will be adding it, summing up of C1, column 1 and column 2, okay. So here, so these common things will remain as it is. C minus A and B minus C will remain as it is. Here C1 plus C2, okay, 0 plus 0. Here minus 1 plus 1. Here the whole thing has to be added. That is minus A square minus AC minus C square. And since we have to add it, so you have to write plus B square plus BC and plus C square. Okay, this is first column. And rest of the columns you have to write all the elements as it is. There is no change in that, because only for column 1 we have taking some changes here, okay. So 1, C and C cube. Here minus C square and plus C square gets cancels. So remaining will be C minus A and B minus C. So here 0 plus 0, 0, minus 1 plus 1 will be 0. And here the remaining is minus A square minus AC plus B square and plus BC. Okay, this is remaining 0, 1, B square plus BC plus C square. Next 1, C, C cube. Okay. So let us continue here. So this element I will be simplifying it. After simplifying, I will be writing it inside the determinant directly. Okay, see here. Here the remaining is minus A square minus AC plus B square and plus BC. Okay, so I will be grouping it. First B square minus A square and plus BC minus AC. Okay, so B square minus A square I have grouped it. Next plus BC minus AC I have grouped it. Okay, we know that from algebraic identities A square minus B square is equal to A plus B into A minus B. In the same form, B square minus A square is B plus A into B minus A. So this is algebraic identity. The formula B square minus A square is B plus A, B minus A plus BC minus AC, right, as it is. So next B plus A, B minus A. Next in these two we can see C is common here, right? If I take C common, the remaining will be B minus A. Okay, if I take C common, remaining will be B minus A. Next in the whole thing, so in the whole thing you can see B minus A and B minus A is common, right? Here also B minus A is there, here also B minus A is there. So if I take B minus A common from both the terms, so I will be taking B minus A common, then remaining will be B plus A. Here since I have taken B minus A common, remaining will be plus C, right? So we can write it as B minus A into B plus A plus C. We can write it in the form A plus B plus C, right? But in the answer we need to get A minus B, not B minus A. So instead of B minus A, we have to take A minus B. For doing that, we have to take minus common. So minus into minus is plus A, minus into plus is minus B. Okay, so this will never alters. It will become A plus B plus C itself. Fine, understood? Okay, so this form, only this one element I have simplified and changed into this entire thing. Okay, so instead of this, what you can write? We can write this. So either inside the determinant you can write all these things, because it will become a lengthier problem. So instead of it, I will be simplifying only this thing. Okay, simplifying that. So in the next step itself we can write, instead of this we can write here this one. Okay, so the remaining is C minus A and B minus C. Okay, so 0, 0. So instead of this, what we have to write? Minus A minus B into A plus B plus C we need to write. Next, rest of the things we need to write as it is. That is 0, 1, B square plus BC plus C square. And the last column also we need to write as it is, 1C, C cube. Okay. So next here I will be taking this A minus B common. Only from the column 1 I will be taking. If I take one number, I have to take from one column or one row, not from all the columns and all the row. Okay, so I will be taking A minus B common. Again here it is B minus C and C minus C. It's already there. So when I take that common, the remaining will be, since I have taken a minus b common, the remaining here minus into a plus b plus c. Okay, remaining 1 1 b square plus bc plus c square, and the last column 1 1 c cube. I have written a little congested, I think. Okay, here it is minus. Okay, see here, don't get confused. This is column 1, column 2, column 3. The column 1 is up to here. Okay, and column 2 is 1 1 b square plus bc plus c square, and column 3 is 1 1 c cube. Okay, just write it carefully. So remaining what we obtain, a minus b, b minus c, c minus a. I will write it once again. So whatever we obtained here, that is 0 0 minus of a plus b plus c, this is the first column, and 1 1 b square plus bc plus c square, so the second column, and 1 1 c cube is the third column. Now we need to prove only these things. So when we take the determinant, here 0 is there. 0 into anything is 0 itself. So what will happen? So a minus b, b minus c, and c minus a. So if I take 0 determinant, this column and this row will get cancels. Remaining will be 0 into these four things. 1 1 b square plus bc plus c square, and here c cube. So but 0 into anything is 0. So these things get cancels. Okay. Remaining will be a minus b, b minus c, c minus a, whatever you want to prove. So write it down, hence prove. I hope you understood this. If you have any questions, queries or doubts, please comment me on the comment section below. And if you have any suggestions for my videos also, please comment me on the comment section. Thank you. Thanks for watching my video.